Alright, should be live. Just tagging stuff now. There's that. And then there's that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Closing stuff out.
Please read the enclosed instruction book.
Boy, I had a lot of windows open. Close that, close that. And that one we can leave open. Okay. Should be good. I've got an ad on stream. Just waiting for that to stop being an ad on stream.
We fixed it because we're using a different emulator this time, and he tested it, and it shouldn't freeze at the same locations as it did before. And also, this emulator can make save states, so if that happens to be an issue, we can just save state and try to find a way to work around it.
Yep. I did a bunch of work off stream just to make sure everything would be a-okay. So we should be good to go in that respect. Like Goom said, we can save state. I probably should have checked a shortcut for that. Oh well, I can do that as needs be. I can save states. This game also retains saves, so and is generally a lot more stable than what we were working with last time. I wonder how many Virtual Boy emulators we're going to have worked through by the end of this.
Hopefully third time's the charm.
Yes, at least 3, though. Not an insignificant number. Right, so I'm going to get...
Who would have thought that Virtual Boy emulation wouldn't be at its highest peak?
Imagine that. I honestly have no idea what the scene is like. Admittedly, this emulator that I'm using is it isn't even a dedicated Virtual Boy emulator. It's just kind of a generic speedrunners emulator that happens to have Virtual Boy stuff for it. So make of that as you will.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's a decent amount of hobbyists for it, but like just by the nature of there not being as many games for the system, I doubt there's going to be as big of a scene for it compared to other systems.
For sure. I know I know a lot of retro consoles have retro scene. Boy, there's got to be a smarter way I can put that. A lot of consoles will have it where you have people, hobbyists, making games retroactively for a console. So like
homebrew.
Thank you. God bless it. Yes, you have a big homebrew scene for a lot of retro consoles. So like Commodore 64, Atari 2600, NES, Super NES, Genesis. I
have heard of a few homebrew games for Virtual Boy, but
oh really?
Like they exist forever. I can't name any, but I have heard that they exist. But yeah,
fair enough. All right, so one thing I want to point out before we get underway, because we were kind of questioning this last time, why the game was suddenly went from the familiar Virtual Boy Reds to magenta pink to me.
That's about right.
Okay. What was going on basically is a lot of Virtual Boy emulators will play with what colors are showing up, and having really only futzed with hardware the one time, I'm not sure to what extent you could play with this on the original console, but in emulators they'll have it so that they represent the right screen and the left screen with different colors. Remembering that you would, the way the Virtual Boy would work is that you'd have functionally separate screens for your left eye and your right eye.
You can't really futz with it with the physical console, but you can adjust, like, I think you can adjust sharpness and depth of field and stuff, but not the colors.
That doesn't surprise me too much. But it is kind of neat that you could futz with, um, like like camera-y stuff, so that because if you're putting a VR headset up against your eyes, you want to be able to adjust it a little bit like a camera lens. Change the display color to black. Yeah, okay, we'll be doing a true blind playthrough here. No, so what's going on here, and you can kind of see it on this load up screen. If I have the right of it, the left lens is showing red, and the right lens is showing blue. And so the combination of that, which we get in the middle with the Virtual Boy logo, is ends up being magenta. Though there are some instances where the game will separate the two lenses to create its 3D effect, in which case you will see the red sprites right next to the blue sprite.
Sounds like it's a way that the emulator's trying to get trying to get its own way of having a 3D effect without needing to physically look into the system. But
yeah, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. So like you can kind of see it here. It looks a little funky, but it kind of works. And actually on this emulator you can futz with what colors specifically are showing up. So I experimented with some really garish color combinations just to see if I could. And for the record, red does not look very good because you end up missing a lot of the shading actually that you see on Wario and stuff like that is a result of the game's use of the layered sprites. So there's actually some interesting visual tricks. It's not strictly just the side by side, but they're also doing a lot with the layers. That's kind of neat. Kind of really smart for the time, making a lot of use out of a fairly limited visual palette. But for the sake of things, we will just be sticking with this shading for the rest of this playthrough. Alright. So now, I did do some playing off screen, catching back up to where we were. So now we're back at having finished level 6, about the halfway point, a little under, I suppose. But we'll have a little bit of catch up to do on level 7, but then we should be back to new stuff. Oh boy, you'd think I would have learned
a little too fast.
Alright. It is sort of interesting having, with this emulator, more pronouncing the different lenses sprites a bit more. You can kind of see a bit more what they were going for with just how fuzzy Wario and some of the enemies appear. First try. Well, I deserved that.
Nice, the sprites don't glitch when transitioning between the foreground and background anymore. Yeah, that's also nice.
Agreed.
This definitely feels more like what I remember when I was playing before. Like I remember those tornadoes really standing out with a lot of contrast. You can really see how black they are in comparison to the purple background. Which is important because those are important to stand on in this level. Kinda neat.
Yeah. Getting there.
See right here, like the way they do the background makes the tornado really stand out.
Oh, big time.
And remember, the Shank mods modded a Virtual Boy to be truly portable for a project. I just put a link in the D4 Discord for anyone interested.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
Cool. Yeah, that is nice because that's definitely one of the biggest issues with the Virtual Boy as a console is that it's just really inconvenient to play. You basically need a table that's exactly the right height and to crouch over and play into it. And that's not always available.
Wait, what? Oh, visual glitch. Give me the monies. Thank you.
I think Virtual Boy could have worked better if they would have had like a strap that you could have hooked onto your head with it and then play it like that instead of the stand thing. But maybe that would have been dangerous.
Kind of makes me wonder how extensive testing was for when the Virtual Boy was coming out, or when they were developing it. Because, like, surely they had to know to some extent what they were getting themselves into. Oh, man. There. Jeez Louise. So, something interesting to think about. Obviously, Nintendo wasn't the first ones to think of doing a VR system. The idea of virtual reality has existed since long before the Virtual Boy.
I mean, the first example is probably Tron. Or at least first I can think of.
Admittedly,
the first popular culture one.
I'm sure versions of the idea of an artificial world have existed. I read a book once that got into it, but I'm drawing a blank on it. But in any case, so Nintendo, whoever it was, Nintendo wasn't the first ones to think of virtual reality as a concept or anything like that. And in fact, history has proven that virtual reality would ultimately be an extremely viable market. It's... Sorry. I had a question that I was driving at, but now I've forgotten that. Um, but it's kind of an is the Virtual Boy ahead of its time? Would is one way to ask about it. Obviously, they were reaching for technology that hadn't developed the way that virtual reality as we know it now exists. But
I wouldn't call it ahead of its time so much as I'd call it like it's comparable to how in the 80s you had 3D movies with the 3D glasses, and then they came back without the 3D glasses, but it was a totally different thing because the old 3D movies were more comparable to like just doing the trick with the red and blue colors and making it pop out that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that the actual I think that the idea was in the popular consciousness and it kind of worked well enough that them experimenting with it was really that far-fetched for the time. But it's still an interesting footnote in the history of it, I would say.
I think that's what I was driving towards. Like, is there, is VR, as we know it now, a direct evolution of what Nintendo was trying, or is it similar ideas from a different source, or taking ideas from the same source, but like this is stuff that would have existed if the Virtual Boy hadn't existed?
I think later Virtual Boy would have existed. I mean, later virtual reality would have existed, even without the Virtual Boy. But I think what would have happened is that it would have potentially tried something more like the Virtual Boy first. And it needed that failure in order to realize we need to try a different system, but we know that this a different idea to make this system work, but we know that this idea is marketable.
Okay.
Because of how many people are asking for it. I don't think it's a thing that... Like, I don't blame Nintendo at all for trying virtual reality, because that's what every kid was talking about being the future at some point. It would have been hard for them to know how successful the system would have worked until it was tried out.
Okay, so it's, we can look at it as a, if nothing else, it's a very, history has vindicated it as a very useful, case study.
Yeah.
So everyone wants virtual reality. Don't do, this way is not going to work. We tried this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think I would agree with that sentiment.
Question for Connor: what sort of color blindness do you have?
I have deuteranopia, which is one of the more common types of color blindness, I believe. More commonly, it's referred to as being red-green colorblind. So I can see all colors, but I have troubles distinguishing similar colors, especially reds and greens, but also stuff like blues and purples. Greens and yellows I have a lot of issues with. Actually, I just had a thing at work the other day where we were given these as part of safety prep stuff. We were handed out little color-coded cards to say where we're supposed to go in case of an emergency. And I was given a color with a dot that I for the life of me, could not distinguish. It was a toss-up for me between green, orange, brown, and yellow. Turns out it was yellow,
Also,
so
that-
my last guess, but...
Also, as you can see, this section does not freeze the game anymore, so that's nice.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it. Jeez Louise. Well, it's a good thing nothing happened, I guess. So like, I know people who have a full. Pedantically, you would. The correct term for me isn't color blindness, because that implies that I cannot see given colors when that's not the case. I do know people who have. Whoops. I do know people who have who are fully colorblind with at least one of their cones, so they're not able to see a particular color. Like my grandfather cannot see the color green.
Yeah, it's like there's it's like a different, it's like a spectrum, because there's people who just have a totally dysfunctional cone, and then other people just have a cone that's weaker than normal.
Yep.
And then full color blindness, monochromia, is when all three of them are malfunctioning, and that's really rare.
Correct.
So it is possible for people to see in black and white, but it's not very common at all.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Whew. Practice makes perfect. Now, hopefully I will not lose all of those lives. Thanks for answering. I wasn't sure what a more accurate term was / is not having that expertise. Oh yeah, no problem. Honestly, for me, it's do not be afraid to ask questions. I really don't get persnickety about terminology or anything like that. I've always just thought of myself as being colorblind, so that's the terms I use. Talking to other people who are colorblind, I know some people who are like, well, technically you would be this, and I'd be like, fine, yes. But honestly, it's whatever to me. So
Yeah.
by all means, don't be afraid to ask or anything.
Yeah, basically, because light is divided into red, blue, and green, and when you mix all three of those together, you get white light. There's normally three kinds of color blindness, depending on which one of those three cones you're missing. And then there's there's deuteranopia, tritanopia, and protanopia are the three different kinds usually.
Mm-hmm. With then anomaly versions if you only have flawed cones, not completely absent or non-functional cones.
Yeah, so it would be deuteranomaly instead of deuteranopia,
Righto.
technically.
I was hoping there was a secret power up there, but no such luck. Well, I definitely don't want to jump on that. Come on.
But like a good example of when it comes up in natural life that I've heard Connor and others mention before is knowing the difference between ripe and unripe bananas.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just always ask other shoppers for help. Like, I'm at the point where I can usually recognize more by memory than anything what a ripe versus an unripe banana looks like. But yeah, I'm not too bashful about asking for help if needs be. So, I'm not sure how much it's coming through, but they're really doing impressive stuff with stereo for this fight. That's kind of neat, actually. Boy, this would have looked like crap on the previous emulator.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but it's really kind of neat. You can pinpoint where he's going to come down. Just with how they're playing
based off
stereo.
of which audio channel it's using.
Yes.
That is very cool, and it fits with the Virtual Boy a lot, I think.
Absolutely. He gored me. Well, I definitely don't want to jump on that. He says less than a minute before jumping on that. So do you suppose this boss dude is, he's probably descended from the guys that those statues are for, right? Like, he's probably the last member of some proud Atlantean lineage or something.
I'm curious if he has the 7th in his name. I'm gonna look it up.
Kind of makes me wonder if they're, like, proud of their descendant being this doofy snorkel diving punk.
Nope, unfortunately his name is just Sandfish.
Aw. Maybe it's a family name.
Apparently that name comes from an email response from Nintendo of America. That's specific.
Honestly, I can believe it. Oh no! Okay. There we go. He could be a distant cousin of Johnny Jones from SMRPG. I like that.
Someone emailed Nintendo America asking what the names of all the boss's enemies in this game were, since there were no official sources for that, and they actually got an answer with the full list. Well, kudos to them for that.
You know, I respect that. Cheers.
Yeah.
On both accounts, I respect whoever for asking, and I respect whoever at Nintendo for answering.
Yeah. I mean, it might have
That
been
had to
just
learn
some
his lesson.
intern who was bored that day and wanted to make history in some small way, so I doubt they had like a encyclopedia in front of them. They probably just made up the names, but who knows, maybe they had sources.
I could honestly see it either way. I know Nintendo does have lots of notes on this stuff that they're just very skittish about handing out for some reason. What's your story? And yours. Wait. There we go. Oh, friggin' holy weirdo.
Can you go in those tunnels after you kill them?
I cannot. Too bad.
Unfortunate.
I can't believe the watermelons got started in this game.
Super Mario Sunshine!
Wait, this is a greenhouse. Man, I can't believe that there's continuity with Donkey Kong 3. Oh.
You have to put it on.
Oh, I have to... Oh, I see. Okay.
You have to use a melon to defeat the melon boss.
I suppose... What? Oh. Okay. I see how this is gonna work now. Give me the goods, give me the goods. Thank you. Well, timing.
This is more of a timing challenge than a puzzle challenge, but like this seems like the epitome of context sensitivity to me. You just gotta use the watermelon to beat the watermelon. Yeah, and there's
There we
like
go.
no reason it works.
Oh man, his spiky spores are dumb.
I'm suddenly reminded of the various dumb emails I sent to Nintendo when I was a youngin'. Like the time I accidentally saved over my dad's Professor Layton's save file when I was 13 and was desperate for a way to retrieve it.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
alright. Somewhere around here is going to be a power-up, and it's going to be pretty great, and I'm going to feel very powerful when I have it.
Thankfully, you'd already beaten the game, so no big loss. Well, silver lining.
Darn. And here's the power-up. Oh. Yay! I should double back. for the
You didn't just defeat that melon. You permanently killed him from all timelines.
I expunged him from reality.
Yes.
Man, that feeling when you obviate a melon. Wait. Yeah, no, that's right.
Could also be obliviate.
One or the other. Horse face. Show me your secrets.
These look like the kind of watermelons that would be stupidly expensive in Japan, and you're just destroying all of them.
Oh, Wario don't care.
Like, they're too perfect. The fancy watermelons go for a lot of money. Like if you want to get one of the stackable cube ones, those will cost you $300.
Isn't
Or like a really good designer honeydew melon.
aren't the cube ones basically just tricks of how you grow them?
Yeah, they grow into a plastic mold and then they become cube-shaped.
Yeah, so theoretically you could, if you had that mold, or just made a decent enough mold, you'd be able to make your own square melons.
Potentially, yeah. I don't know if there's any particular complications with that, or if it's like a matter of specific brands having the notoriety of doing that or something.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, but you can Zorch them.
On the Nintendo Mail, I wrote to Nintendo asking if they made movies as a kid. Cutscenes from Sunshine blew me away circa 2004. When they sent a response saying, "Sorry, we don't." I fell in my den. I was so heartbroken.
Oh.
Well, now you're being vindicated, I suppose.
Yeah, true enough. Really seems like Nintendo wants to go all in on this multimedia stuff, which is cool with me. Let's see what you got. Oh, jeez, Louise, there's the dumb thing. Well, whatever. Meh. Whatever.
I don't think there's any locations where you can stick to the ceiling in this game, are there?
Let's see. Yeah.
You could go on the pipe and...
You cannot.
Yeah, you can't do... That's interesting that they took that out.
Suppose
Always
not.
thought that was kind of one of the more unique mechanics of it, but I suppose it wasn't really that necessary, and it might have got in the way of jumps.
There we go. Nice.
I suppose Virtual Boy Wario Land tends to have a lot more low ceilings, so it might have got in the way more. There's a lot of the rooms like this where you just can hit the ceiling relatively easily.
Yeah, and not a whole lot of death pits or anything like that. Not a whole lot of instances where the level design would benefit from that mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to make this work. Wait. Aha! Darn. Any other chicanery we can do around here?
No, you're gonna have to do it correctly.
Probably they want you to be at least slightly avian coming into this room.
That's another option.
Darn. Yeah, that might be the option. What do you think's the over-under of me randomly finding a bird?
Not very likely. You should leave the path open in case you find one.
Yeah, okay. I'll double back. Give me the goods, give me the goods. Ah! Darn. Give me the goods. Thank you. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Well, more bummed than heartbroken even then. I want to be more optimistic. They're building their own studio. Just wish the first new movie in years wasn't an Illumination film. Not a great way to set the stage going forward. I suppose.
Nintendo acquired an animation studio, didn't they?
I wouldn't know either way on that.
Like, fairly recently, like a month ago or something. Actually, I have it. Let's see if I can pull this up on my phone real quick. Riveting stuff.
It might be Studio Dynamo.
Yeah, that was that.
So learning about the buyout rename as Studio Dynamo has me cautious as well.
I mean, to be fair, it's all up in the air until we actually see something, but could be interesting.
Just gotta do it slightly lighter, because slightly later, because you keep doing it right before it shows up.
I keep forgetting the timing of when I do it. Okay, I think I know when to do it.
Yeah. Was that just a random spot when you ran over there?
Ah, almost.
Oh,
I'm trying to pay attention to when the baskets are passing a particular point on the conveyor belt. Nope, too soon. Okay. There. Too late. A little further back. Oh boy, I'm eating up time.
Out of all my memories of playing this game years back, loathing this watermelon nonsense is one of my clearest, bar none.
I'm glad to keep the terror alive? I don't know.
I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. It's very Wario Land.
It is very Wario. There we go. Treasure? Treasure! Also, I didn't comment on it before, but the visuals make this room a bit funky.
Yeah. Space Hunter Drake Redcrest voice. Blast and double blast! Too slow by far!
It's pretty good. He spored my ass. We don't take kindly to that. Oh, that's a super melon. Also, I'm a wimp.
Not bad, especially since all you ever actually hear of Chibi Robo characters is Simglish.
I like Simglish. Let's go, 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 let's go. these dumb bats in their jobs.
Rip that one room you needed to be a bird for. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can always backtrack. Hopefully I won't have to, but I can.
And we found the treasure, so it's probably nothing important.
The real treasure were the friends we made along the way, yes.
My guess is a 1-up. We have 60 of those.
Perfecto! This reminds me of the newer Kirby games where you go between the foreground and the background. Yeah, I can see that.
It's actually the ultra secret treasure that unlocks the true ending.
Naturally, a pair of Don Alverzo's tweezers. Oh, this level I remember really liking on my first playthrough.
Yeah, this is neat. I don't think I got this far into the game when I played, so this is cool.
If I remember correctly, this level's a bit of a maze as well, which is really cool within the given format.
Yeah, a haunted mansion maze is a really natural fit for what the game's doing.
Mhm.
I can dig it.
You basically have to memorize the masks on the walls, just so you don't get lost.
Yeah, this one has a neat gimmick with the clocks, really unique for a platformer, considering how many of them have timers that just sort of sit in the corner and let you forget about them.
What? Oh, no, probably I have to actually go into the background, or be in the background elsewhere. Oh, Fanto.
I don't think it is Fanto, but he's very similar.
Oh, Manto.
More like Shamto. Photo.
That feels like a fake Mon name or something.
What is it? Is it like a doctored photograph Pokemon?
Yeah. Yeah, this is when they're really trying to figure out stuff to do.
Of course, it would be light type because every fan game has to have a light type.
Or sound.
Yeah, or sound. But I said light because that makes sense with a photograph, kind of.
Away. Good.
That's another boss that probably would have been ruined on the other emulator.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, if you can call it a boss.
As mini boss.
Mini boss. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
surprised
there's the treasure. Easy.
I'm surprised Wario Land doesn't do spooky levels more. Like, taking the Super Mario World Ghost House archetype seems like a natural fit for the kind of puzzle solving it does.
I'd kind of love to see what kind of screwed up ghosts Wario's dealing with. Because you know he's not gonna just have cute little boos or whatever blah things. It's gonna be like, ow, the ghost of a turd or something.
There is a spooky world in Wario World and also in Wario Land 4, but it's not super common.
Sure. Oh, why, thank you.
Wario Land 2 also has a spooky themed area.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'm not recalling it off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll remember it when we get there.
Well, we shall see pretty soon.
Yep.
Digging this beat? Yeah, it's pretty funky. Out of here. See ya. Let me go. Damn.
I suppose the Parsley Woods is haunted in Wario Land 1, but not really the same kind of thing.
Da 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 da. Darn. Oh. Okay. Well, I think we've learned a lot today. We don't really see a whole lot of those bats in actual gameplay, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Maybe they just live here.
Yeah, the ones you see in other levels are just ones that happen to escape.
Yeah, well.
Does it jump automatically right there?
Yeah, it does.
Just curious.
Alright, getting there.
Only 2 more levels and 2 more bosses.
Dun, 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 dun. No, wait. Fireman. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I forgot about this one.
Gutsman attacking.
This is kind of touring a bunch of different Mega Mans, huh?
A bit lucky, but you made it.
We take those. Oh, you gotta be like that.
Maybe it homes in on you.
Oh, this is cool. Do it. Do it. Yes!
That is pretty neat.
Wait. Oh. I thought I just wasted myself for a sec there. Money. And by money, I mean life.
Same thing. Yeah, hopefully your 71 lives will be enough to beat the final boss.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see. I do remember it being really, really obnoxious. Da, 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 It is really fun just how much this game plays with perspective and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, this room didn't have to be set up like this, but it's really cool that they did.
Yeah, it's totally a visual thing that, like, it has the fire in the foreground, but sometimes that's enough.
Oh yeah. There's the
like
treasure.
I would rather it be like that than not, so I can appreciate it.
For sure.
You got Claydol, yep. Based off of the same thing. They're both dogus.
Just making sure I didn't miss the key or nothing. Yeah, I think I'm good.
They are not both dogs. That's different from dogus.
Waff waff. We Propeller Man now. Propeller Knight, I suppose.
Yeah. There isn't a robot master named Propeller Man.
So there is a I need a Euro man.
And a I can't find my keys, man.
There's the key. Man. Go ahead. Let me down, let me down. There we go.
I appreciate that you can't pick up the the bull helmet when you have the king dragon helmet, because that's a little subjective, but you would almost always prefer to have this.
Switch back to... No, yeah, really the only thing you gain is, the bigger dash, which, to be fair, that's hella useful, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Does your normal ground pound shake the screen, or no?
The regular ground pound does. Belly flop does not, but the ground pound you have as bull or dragon will.
Oh, okay. And then also with bull, you can break a block in one hit, but that's not that important.
You can just charge through stuff too. Yeah, I got a timer to worry about. Sometimes you just have to let hearts go.
That says something about love, I feel.
Well, this is Wario.
Already completely forgotten the other minigame. It's the luck-based 50-50, like in Wario Land 1.
We can go ahead and do it after this one here. Nice. So I think that's 12 of fireworks. So Wario is going double what Mario gets.
I would love for that to be intentional.
Alright. Big gamble.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it again. I knew I should have gone for that one. Boy, Wario's just crushed. Look at him.
Yeah. He's losing money. What could be worse?
Oh, you only get 3 shots. Which fair. Alright, third boss. And I feel like it's shooting its lightning out of its ears. It's weird.
Did not take long at all to get here. You definitely could have finished this last week if not for the technical issues. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I get you. There we go. Yeah, so this game just kind of has really kick-ass bosses.
Yeah, I really am impressed by all these bosses so far, honestly.
Well, let me punch you.
They all do a really good job of justifying the 3D effect too.
Very much so. There we go, that's 2. And it all feels like fairly natural extensions of the game's standard gameplay.
Yeah, a little easy on that one. I probably would have preferred if that were the first boss instead of the spiky fish thing. But still.
Honestly, I kind of prefer that they get the worst boss out of the way. Well, second worst boss. Da 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 da. Darn. That's what I get for trying to take it too quick. There we go, much better. A little risky, but that's okay.
Were you trying to jump for that?
Not like that. I was trying to, words are failing me. If you're moving, you will jump sideways instead of into the background.
Oh, okay.
And let's go ahead and play slots, why not? I really need to stop doubting that one.
Wow, impressively bad luck.
Well, I do keep picking the... They know. Alright, last regular level. Oh, okay. Darn. Oh, right, those are going to be in the foreground. Wow, that keeps throwing me off.
Gonna be real, this final level always looked really visually messy to me. I could kind of feel that, yeah. It's impressive background, but also, like, it makes it really hard to tell which things you can jump into in the foreground.
Readability is a bit tricky, yeah.
Also, it's not helping that on the stream that you're showing me, it's I think this background is making it lag really hard. It's not happening. It's not happening on the stream, but just because Discord is really finicky.
Oh, sure. Rude.
It feels like it's trying to cram in more detail than I think it can really pull off with 4 colors and 2 layers, and things moving in and out of the background. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Full marks for effort, though.
Yeah.
Rude.
You could maybe argue. You could maybe argue that that's the point, though. Like it's trying to make it feel really muddy to make it complicated to navigate.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's the key. Whoa, this place looks hella creepy. Bet that bozo who built it has more money than he knows what to do with. Good thing I can help with that. Wahahaha! Maybe not right now, though.
Great job on that.
Sorry if it started you to your death. It's okay, I got 83 more. Oh, it was a secret. Secret. I've got a secret. Maybe I should just not hold the run button. That might be my issue here.
Probably would help, yeah. Good thing I can help with that.
Oh, I missed!
Oh my god!
So, when they eventually get around to doing Wario in one of the movies, do you think we're gonna get German Wario again?
Oh, I hope so.
He is, I guess, still German, just that's not how Charles Martinet plays him.
Did he have a different voice actor before Martinet took over?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, in the Mario Kart 64 and I want to say the first 2 Mario parties, he has the German localizer just doing his voice.
I see. That's fun. I always knew he sounded German, but I didn't know that that was like... I thought that that was a fake German accent that they were doing to play him off.
I'm pretty sure that's authentic. No, yeah.
Because Wario's kind of a German stereotype in the same way Mario's an Italian stereotype.
Yeah, it doesn't come up a whole lot in the modern games, but yeah, no, easy to forget that.
Yeah.
Okay. Not what I was going for exactly, but Okay, so I'm getting a little turned around here. So, like, this is where I was before, and then I dropped down there to get back to the start.
I need some examples on what makes Wario a German stereotype. Are we talking Bavarian specifically because he's fat and lazy? Also that he's like really obsessed with strength and like kind of has a brusque way of acting and stuff. It's like probably not as overt as Mario, but it is still there, I feel.
Come on. Well, I can at least be King Dragon.
Also, though I missed is also a misquote. What he's actually saying is "so ein Mist," which is a mild German curse. Oh, interesting.
I think I remember reading that. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, like the old "destroy this mad brute" propaganda poster from World War I. Yeah, kind of like that. And like you could see some similarities between a Wario and like Von Kaiser, just in how they're muscular and they got a prominent mustache and whatnot.
I believe it roughly translates to, "Oh, what a load," or something like that. I kind of like that as a cuss for Wario. Remember correctly.
Also, Bluto from Popeye, which makes sense since Mario was originally going to be Popeye, even though DK was also originally Bluto. But now that feels weird. Bowser has the Steal Ya Girl aspect, Wario has the rest of him. I feel like elements of Bluto got disseminated into all of Mario's villains, and it was less specifically important as long as like Mario filled that role of being the Popeye. Because there's definitely, like, if you look at the ending of Mario Odyssey, that's the same dynamic as Popeye, with olive oil and acting like Princess Peach there. So I don't think they're really that strict with whether it was DK or Bowser or Wario or whatever.
Yeah, every hero just needs a big bully to take down.
And a power-up to do it, yeah, exactly.
There you go. Suppose you got Foreman Spike too, to fill in that same niche.
It is kind of fascinating that, like, spinach is what defines so much of what video games are, because if spinach wasn't such a major plot point in Popeye, it wouldn't be... I don't know if power-ups would have evolved the same way they did in video games.
No, probably not in the same way for sure. You'd probably have a lot more of a like how the West looks at like weapons and potions and stuff, all external things, not things that change the character's status.
Uh-huh. Spinach and mushrooms. Popeye and Mario are gonna make a nice lasagna. There you go.
Oh man, now I kind of want lasagna now.
I had lasagna last night. It was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Nice. Is there a particular recipe you go for with lasagna, or?
Yeah. I don't know. My dad made it, but yeah, it's good.
Oh, good. Yeah, my pops has a big lasagna recipe that he does. That's like a bunch of different cheeses and really good. It takes forever to make, but actually before I moved out. There was a year when I was living with my folks out of college, and he, for whatever reason, my pops just really did a bunch of lasagnas. I remember a distinct period where there were like no fewer than 12 lasagnas in the freezer at a given time.
Uh-huh. You would make lasagna more often, but I'm lazy, so I just do pasta bakes instead. That's completely fair. Baked ziti's really good too. So
yeah, I do love a really good pasta bake too.
Yeah.
And Wario's got to deal with the triple up pipe. Alright. Just in case.
Ominous. Oh, I like this. It's like a callback to the first level.
Except way more intense.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, good. You made it. Darn. Oh, that's a lot of backtracking. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, boy. Not a preferred level for King Dragon, I don't think.
I mean, compared to what?
Well, I mean, the bull hat feels I feel a lot better platforming with that in this level.
Just because the charge jump?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, basically, I don't, Flight is... Damn it. Flight is really practical, but it's also super persnickety, or you have to be really precise with where you're landing.
I mean, you don't have to fly. It's kind of on you, I suppose.
Gooms doesn't know what he talks about. One has to fly. person who can fly should fly.
But remember, a bear still needs a bird to fly.
Damn it.
It's the Banjo-Tooie ad.
That's right. Might as well. Bed. Okay. Let's see.
Credit where it's due, this definitely does feel like a final level. So,
I don't think I've been in there. Well, let's risk it. Oh, yeah, I absolutely did want to go there. Yay! Except I have to do all that again.
but you have the key.
That I do. And I just need the treasure as well. Darn.
Well, you also need to not die.
Well, arguable.
I love how the design philosophy of this level is just the same puzzles over and over, but make them take more time each time. I suppose, but there is something to be said of how, like, this level is very labyrinthine and, like, it feels monumentous to overcome it.
Sorry, my laptop that I'm watching the stream with is frozen. Let's just do that. Alright, I'm gonna need you to watch stream for me for a little bit while my laptop reboots.
Yeah, it's good at what it does, just what it does is painful. Oh yeah. But then also that's... It wouldn't be Wario Land without a little pain.
There we go. Ooh, spooky.
The treasure is in a very cheeky spot in this level, if you need a tip, say as much.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I'm hoping I haven't missed it, but we'll see. It's probably towards the end. Alright, so that's the end. We'll go ahead and open that up, so that's one less thing to worry about. And defeat all tension within the level by replacing the music.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I might need that hint after all. But let's see. I'm guessing it's probably going to be in that one room that I ended up walking out of right away. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. No bird. Fire.
Hint, it's gonna be in the last place you look for her. Not very helpful.
I have a thought. What that might mean. Oh, here, hold on. Boy, my laptop is slow. Come on, come on. Oop, not loving that jittering.
I mean, SG isn't far off. Do you really want it yet?
The treasure?
Can you ground pound back there?
I can only belly flop like this. And I can't do that.
Seemed kind of obvious anyway. You probably tried earlier.
I think I might know where it is. A little further up. I thought they were going to do some trickery by giving it to you on this screen or something like that.
No.
Well, you can still let me play the mini games. I won't tell anyone.
I mean, this is a good plan anyway, just to refresh all the power-ups.
Here, you go up there. Here, hold on.
I think we do want that hint. It's in the first room of the level.
Okay. Yeah, oh. I might not be able to go back. Oh wait, no, yeah, I can. Just have to take a different path to do so. Boy, my laptop is slow. Oh, is it something like... Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah. That's kind of cute.
The question is how I get to that. Doesn't seem to want to let me up there. Ah, well.
Can you take the elevator up?
Nah, I tried that, but no dice.
You might need Bowl Wario to smash it. I don't remember the detail.
Yeah, alright, let's see. It's a decent amount of pool. Darn.
Boy, Bowl Wario must have been OP in the original version of this game where everything was red.
I like that.
Pretty hard to control, though.
Is there any way I can cheese this? Darn. No, I don't think so. Okay, I got stream chat back up. Whatever.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just trying to get rid of those bozos so I don't have to worry about them later.
Ah. Well, maintaining your Bowl Wario is more important.
Damn it! Eh.
What did I
Take
just
me now.
say?
Darn. Don't think I don't see you there, Boom Gardener. Oh, I need to go the other way. Okay, alright, now.
Maybe don't charge into that spike ball again.
I like charging!
I just said not to do that!
But I like
and
it!
You did it again! It's not going to work. You've tried it twice. Now 3 times. It will never work.
You don't know. You haven't tried it.
I do. You keep thinking that it's that enemy is going to stop your momentum, and it never does.
Actually, I just thought I could stop my own momentum, but I didn't. But
Either way.
there it is. Jeez Louise.
Coombs next time try saying now charge that enemy. Maybe so.
Okay, let's see if we can't charge through all this stuff.
And for your troubles you receive a pen. It is one of those fancy fountain pens, though.
Honestly, I think this is quicker way to the end. Because I'm pretty sure I return goods. Yes!
I sound like a young Norm Macdonald. I don't... have a concept of what that would be like, but fair enough.
Alright, so now if I can do this in less than 5 minutes, then I get that best ending, but that's probably not
Doesn't look likely.
Dun dun da 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 da.
Maybe don't charge into the missile.
That missile knew what it did.
Actually, I'm not learning the lesson as she taught me. Definitely charge into the missile.
There you go. Alright. Now time to fight that dumb boss. Final boss, final boss.
I know who Norm Macdonald is, I just don't really have a good concept of what my own voice sounds like, and several layers of separation to consider. It has to be a young Norm Macdonald also.
Alright, so you gored me. So the gimmick of this fight is that you every time you jump, you will go to the back to the other plane.
That is interesting.
You also have to smack this jerk's nose. Final boss's name is Demon Head, and is also voiced by Norm Macdonald, apparently.
Have you considered moving out of the way?
That's the other thing. You automatically bounce back into the... you bounce off of his forehead, and you will automatically bounce back into the foreground after you jump into the background.
Huh. He's got pretty fast attacks.
Yeah, he does. And yes, you do have to see this intro every time. I suppose what we were saying, honestly, that one minigame is your best practice for this.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Darn. Come on. Ba 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 ba. Portal opens up. He slowly peeks out. Big eyes. Left. Right. I guess it's okay. Hey. Big.
How's it going?
I whack my butt at him. I take a hit. So, like, don't.
Props to him for just living his best life after killing you, though. Like, he's having a grand old time.
One imagines he probably doesn't run into too many people being a demon ghost in the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Wonk. Butt wag, butt wag, butt wag, butt wag. Alright. Breathe fire, you simpleton. That's not fire. Oh, come off at. That's right. That was the other quirk. Fire, fire, fire's good. You like fire.
Like the telephone dial his hands make.
Also, more than 3 hit points.
Pretty expected of a final boss, but yeah.
Well, sure. Darn. Fire, 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 fire. Do fire, do fire. You like fire. Fire's your friend. Fire's your friend. Fire's your friend. Wonk. Come on! Poop, 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 poop. Fire. Yes! Oh boy. Isn't fire cool? Wonk! 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 is as many fires. Okay. Darn. Oh! Okay. 4 is a good number.
That was good.
Fire right away. Fire right away. There it is!
Okay, you did it. That wasn't too bad.
Not nearly as painful. Yeah, get out of here.
I don't hate that boss. I do wish the intro cutscene was gone, but I think it's like a pretty neat idea.
I suppose it's decent if you're not in a rush to get somewhere, which, to be fair, I was very much in a rush when I was finishing this game.
Yeah.
Cat. Hat. In French, chapeau.
The Virgin JRPG school kids somehow kill God versus the Chad Wario Land. Wario kills the devil for profit.
Money. Coins.
Helpfully labeled.
and a map, and a vase. Vase? Whatever. Oh!
Oh, is it another genie?
I guess so. Or at least a magic carpet. Anyway, that's game.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I think this is the best game so far?
I probably still prefer Wario Land 1 just because of how innovative it was, but this game is, it does a lot of cool things, and I think that, especially visually speaking, it's probably the most impressive for sure.
Yeah, I do think a lot of that is just me being impressed by the spectacle of it, but it is very good use of, for all practical purposes, a console that existed to be a spectacle base.
Yeah, I definitely respect this game, and I can respect that opinion too. I don't think that it's ever going to be one of my favorites in the series, but like, it's definitely a worthy member of the series, and it has a lot going for it in terms of how the power-up system works and how the levels are laid out, and all the spectacle and stuff. I feel if it were a little longer, it would have more potential to be my favorite, but
Yeah, I suppose Wario Land definitely does much more interesting things with its overall world. Just too long. Yeah, like Sherbet Land is still super awesome, and a lot of the interplay with levels, you don't really get that here.
and
I suppose.
it feels like there's more secrets and stuff in the way in Wario Land 1, and I kind of like the comparisons you can make between Wario Land 1 and the Mario series, whereas this feels like very much an adaptation and continuation of Wario Land 1, with a few tweaks that make it that improve some of the experience, and also a lot of spectacle and just a lot of showing off what the Virtual Boy can do. I think that the bosses are probably stronger in this game for sure.
Oh, absolutely. There aren't any bosses that cause epileptic seizures, for one.
Well,
Nah,
I
I
mean,
know.
that wasn't the fault of the game.
Oh, hey!
I didn't know about that.
Likewise, I guess I missed that. He composed this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you though.
No, I basically said what I wanted to say.
Just going through comments. That two guy says, I like how this game leans into how short it is by having a neat bonus ending for beating it under 2 hours, and also tracks your time. And I like the contextualization of the elevators to justify its linearity.
Yeah. Like, I appreciate everything that this game is doing, and I don't have a lot wrong with it. I just don't feel as passionate about it as I do some other Wario Land games. But it's definitely an all-around good title with a lot going for it. So
I guess it's just gonna keep looping. Yeah, for sure.
So definitely, I can definitely value it for that.
Let's see. Oh, I had to destroy the blocks at the end. I actually had to hold the button to make Wario charge. That was kind of
That is fun.
cool. Alright, so just because we were talking about before, it does track best time. Cool, cool. Oh, and then I'd be able to start New Game Plus from the looks of it there. Where instead of bats, it's fairies. Cool. We won't be doing that, but it's neat that it exists.
Anything to add a little more longevity to the game is appreciated.
Gotta head off to RFC, but good luck with starting Wario Land 2, Connor. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think on that note, we'll go ahead and break here. I'm going to need to switch some stuff over to get over to Wario Land 2. So we'll take about 5 minutes or so to switch over. But then we'll be back for all new stuff.
Yep. See you soon.
See you soon.